she wanna leave this nigga, but she ain't gonna lie to me. Giving no privacy, but she ain't gon' ride for me. There's no loyalty, you lied to me. You say that you gon' ride for me. Baby, that's bad for me. Baby, you're bad for me. Say you gon' clap for me. Say you gon' blast for me. Why you ain't show me none of the love you say you would have for me? We're going through tragedy. Bitch, I needed you cash for me. I'ma just switch my flow up, yeah. Baby, I'm sick, no throw up, yeah. Baby, I'm sick, no check up, yeah. Boy, you need to run your check up, yeah.
Get a dictionary. Man, I don't think I've done a dumb spells in the last 2 months. For 2 months, I haven't did dumb spells. I don't even know what number this is, but a lot of people are requesting me to bring this back. It was never gone. You do dumb spells for 4 years, you end up starting getting dumb yourself. Anyway, how do y'all like my sweater, though? Look at my Christmas sweater. I'm feeling festive. It feels festive. I'm going to be doing this. This is my last video of the year, man. My last video of 2017. First up, we got Migos propose to Cardi B. All 3 of them? I said Migos, not Magoses. What is a Magosis? You two are doing a phenomenal job. Damn, my city in turmoil. This is only the third one. The third one.
We must make the dangerous journey to the Whisper and force it to release the world. Over there. I'll go say hi. It's a monster! Why did you make it sound like a sweet kitty? It was the judgment call! I am sorry! Hey! Punch it or something! Ah! Titans, go! Oh man, it's so funny! Ow! Get it off of me!
I hate it when you realize somebody's using.
Whisper. We filled the world up with our own sounds, so there's no point in holding the real ones hostage.
Using you. Because in your mind, you're like, yay, friendship. But in reality, I'm chilling at my boy's house. Let's just call him Logan Paul. It's not really Logan Paul. Me and Logan are hanging out. One of Logan's friends shows up, this cute girl. Let's call her Julia Kelly. It's not really Julia Kelly. Me, Logan, and Julia hang out for 3 hours, and then me and Logan walk Julia to her car. We get to Julia's car, and then Logan goes, "Swoozy, look away while I tell Julia goodbye." So I'm assuming he's kissing this girl goodbye. A few weeks later, I'm on Instagram. I am deep down the rabbit hole of the search page, and I find this random girl. Let's call her Chantel. It's not really Chantel. Fast forward to the next night, I get a push notification that she's doing a live stream. She's on the stream and she goes, "Guys, I'm so bored. Who should I call?" Someone in the chat goes, "Hey, call your boy Logan Paul." Logan don't even be messing with me like that. Like, he just, won't even reply to my texts. Not even 4 days later, guess who I bump into as I'm walking into a meeting? Logan Paul. I link up with Logan after the meeting and I'm like, "Bro, how do you know Chantel? How are you not trying to wifey her up?" Man, I don't know. I'm just not even feeling her like that. He takes out his phone and FaceTimes her. Then he's like, "Yo, let me introduce you to my boy, Swoozy." He hands me the phone and I'm like, "Hi, yeah, no." We talk for a hot minute. I give Logan back his phone, but I'm like, "All right, phase 2. When I leave, text her later tonight and be like, yo, when are me, you, and Swooze gon' kick it? I go home, go to sleep, wake up the next day, Chantel posted some snaps. Logan is on every single one of her snaps, starting at 10 p.m. the night before to like 2 a.m. that morning. Word. This is like that kid who has all the toys and ignores them until a friend comes over and is like, can I play with them?
No! My toys! Get away.
TFTI. I went and looked at his Snapchat. Not a single post. Not one. I'm not gonna lie, that made me feel some type of way. How you gonna do me like that? Let's fast forward a little bit. I'm going down the list, replying to DMs, and then I see a message from Julia. Hey you, please tell me you live in LA. Seems innocent, right? 2 DMs back and forth, numbers are already exchanged. Y'all know how it is. Julia texts me and says, hey, what are you doing tonight? Let's link up. So I meet up with her at In-N-Out. We hang out at In-N-Out for a little bit, eat, come back here. So we're there talking. We're just talking about life. And then she's like, I don't know if I'm going to be in LA much longer. Like, this might be my last month here. We're talking for a little bit. And we get on the topic of celebrities. Then she goes, yeah, I hang out with Chris a lot. And whenever there's other girls around, they get mad because Chris takes all their phones, but I get to keep mine. Chris, you talking about Chris Brown? Yeah, Chris is so cool. I hang out with him, and then she names like all these other A-list celebrities, and I believe her because, I mean, the girl is freaking gorgeous. So I'm like, why come you're so special? She goes, well, see, all these other girls hook up with them. I don't. So I think I'm like the prize they're trying to win. Then she pulls out her phone and shows me video of her selfieing with these celebrities. I finished watching the video. This girl leans in and kisses me. Not hyping it up for the YouTube, not exaggerating. Okay, you and Logan, what's up with that? I'm not trying to... So, he really wants me, but I've already told him we had the talk, like we're just friends. Yeah, but we walked you to the car, and he kissed you, though. Like, I told him not to do that again. So then I'm thinking, what do I have that Chris Brown, all these other A-list celebrities, and Logan don't have? Like, what's so special about me that literally the first time we hang out by ourselves? So it's like 1 or 2 a.m. now. We're on this couch watching TV. She starts rubbing my leg, and then she goes, is it cool if I spend the night? I mean, I guess. So then she's like, all right, let me borrow some pajamas. Go in my bedroom, give her some pajamas. She's on the bed. Come back outside, turn off all the lights, go back in the bedroom, and she's asleep. 40 seconds from me leaving the bedroom and coming back, you're asleep? You could have slept in the guest bedroom, but you slept in my bed. Note to self. Next morning I wake up and she's like, okay, I gotta go. Is it okay if I keep these clothes? My Uber's here. It's whatevers. Now I was gonna tell Logan about this, but then I was like, I'll just tell him tomorrow. 3 days later, I get another text from her. Hey, what are you doing tonight? Let's kick it. This is like at midnight. She comes over. She asks to spend the night. I say, She asks for some clothes to wear. I say, I brush my teeth, come back out, jump in the bed. Me and Julia start making out a little bit. 2 minutes into this makeout session, she rolls over like, good night. A few nights later, I'm hanging out with my boy Alex Wasabi, and I tell him this whole story. And he looks at me and he goes, bro, you're the sexless innkeeper. What? What is that? Sexless innkeeper. They make you think some stuff's gonna go down, but they're just using you as like a hotel. I decided I'm gonna test this theory. Julia hits me up a day later. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I text her back, hey, I can't chill. I'm editing. But if you want to chill tomorrow, between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., no text back. 2 days later, another text from Julia. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm editing again tonight, boo. I'm sorry, but listen, I'm free all weekend long during the day. She texts me like 2 or 3 more times throughout the week. And I just basically tell her, nights are not good for me. I'll hang out with you whenever you want, just during the day. And yeah, ever since I took spending the night off the table, I have not seen or heard from this girl since. So hard out here for a pimp.
But Lozelle just like bulldozed through here. Beat that Lozelle. Exactly. What now?
I just wanna rollie with a dapper hat. I already got some designer to hold up ice on my wrist so I look better.
I think I'm going after the wrong kind of girls.
You think?
Fellas, you ever dated a girl that takes your finger while you're asleep? To unlock your phone. She'd be creeping by your house to make sure your car's in the driveway, looking over your shoulder every time you go to text somebody. That is so hot. You get lied to a few times, you get cheated on a few times, you start developing this really cool special power called trust issues. You turn into a superhero like Charles Xavier. And I don't understand how people just be breaking up and getting in new relationships back to back to back. I don't trust
She'll be a cat lady. That's just not the relationship you want.
nobody. I don't give a flux capacitor.
Watch your profanity.
My trust issues are so bad at this point, I don't even trust when my girlfriend trusts me. Hit my girlfriend up like, hey, Claudia just came over. She said she wanted to go to the gym and then negate the whole workout by going to get some ice cream. Do you, boo-boo? I'll just talk to you tomorrow, then. Talk to me tomorrow? Anybody said this is gonna be overnight? Claudia, I can't go to the gym. No. Where are you at? Who you with? Another reason I have trust issues is I know how many of my friends have cheated on their boyfriend or girlfriends, and they're taking it to the grave. I took a break from ships, as in relationships, because you can't trust nobody. I break up with my last girlfriend, and one of my friends, Billie Jean, me and Billie Jean start hanging out. We eventually hook up. And by hook up, I mean above the neck kissing and below the neck kissing. I don't need to get Pacific. You get the idea. We hang out again. We hook up again. And she's like, listen, I know you just got out of a relationship. You're not trying to date anybody. I don't even be hooking up with anybody if I'm not in a relationship with them. But you kind of cute, so I'll make an exception. If this is going to continue, I'm the only one. I can only hook up with you, and I cannot hook up with anybody else. That sounds like a relationship to me. But okay, it's whatevers. So me and Billie Jean start hanging out once a week, then twice a week. Then this turns into a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. I know. This goes on for a few months, okay? And it's great because when I'm lonely, she's there. And when she's lonely, I just ignore her. But then one night, she comes over. She falls asleep. I'm out in the kitchen. I see her phone. I go to plug it in so it's charging while she sleeps. She's a text from who's King? Now I know her password, but I can't unlock her phone and look at this text because when she wakes up, she's gonna know that I looked at it. It's real hard to out-ninja me. I was raised by ninjas. Scorpion, Jago, Leonardo. Dems is my dudes. I feel myself getting worked up, and I'm like, no. You're not even dating this girl, so you can't even get mad. You can't. Side note, why is this dude texting you at 1 o'clock in the morning? Some dude I don't even know. But King could just be an old friend, and I'm just tripping. Friday comes along. She comes over, she falls asleep, her phone's out in the kitchen. I go to plug it in. King now is texting you way past booty call o'clock. And you got your preview text off? Future girlfriend, if you're watching, just know that if I ever ask you about a dude, we're playing chess. Because I either know the answer and I'm about to see if you're gonna lie to me, or I'm about to gauge your reaction. I wait 2 weeks before I say anything to her. We're out having lunch, and I go, who's King? Whoa. How do you know what that is? You know you done messed up already, right? You tell me who he is, I'll tell you how I know about him. I met him at an audition. He keeps trying to take me on a date. I will not go on a date with him. If you want to catch somebody, give them a false sense of security. Scorpion taught me that. Fast forward 4 or 5 more weeks. Me and Billie Jean are riding around. She's playing music on YouTube through her aux cable on her phone. She pulls up to a Starbucks, runs inside, and as soon as she's gone, I pull out my phone, go to video, hit record, take her phone, go to her text. King is the third to last person that you last messaged. And I get to the top, and I swipe down, swipe, ninja mode, all up in this beach.
Watch your profanity.
Put my phone back in my pocket, put her phone back on YouTube, and I'm just blasting the music and singing along. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. We get back to my place, she goes in and takes a shower, I pull out my phone, I get that video, I hit play. You're not gonna out ninja me. The first few texts, hey, it's Billie Jean from the audition. What's up? Save me as king. What are you doing tonight? You should come over. Okay. Ew. The next day, they start talking back and forth about how awesome the hookup was. You met this dude and hooked up with him on the first night? Word? There's evidence of more than one hookup in this text conversation, okay? Mind you, I just got back from a 7-day cruise, so I haven't seen Billie Jean in over a week. Billie Jean gets out the shower, jumps on the bed, she starts getting a little frisky, and I pull back and notice, wait, are those bruises? I was babysitting. I babysit my boss's kids sometimes, and, kids just get rough sometimes. Word? At that point, I shut it down. I'm like, okay, emergency meeting, let's talk about King. Remember, if I'm asking you questions, I'm guessing he's the one that did these bruises. True or false?
I told you it was the kids. It was the kids.
Little kids did all this? I don't buy it. Try again. Took her about 30 minutes of whatever she was doing before she finally came completely clean. Yeah, after that, me and Billie Jean didn't talk for like 5+ months. GG. No re. So for you girls who be tweeting me and DMing me on some Swoozy, how are you single? I can't find anybody trustworthy enough to date. Can't find anybody trustworthy enough to friends with bennies. So hard out here for a ninja pimp. Any of y'all ever get anxiety? I think anxiety and panic attacks is your spidey sense. Going off, or like internal smoke detectors. Something's wrong. I smell it. Something's wrong. For me, mostly, it's girls. Pretty much every girl I've dated has given me anxiety. And a lot of times, it's when they have that guy friend who blatantly shows that they like my girl, but she want to act oblivious about it. And like hang out with the dude all the time, stay at his house till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, not for nothing, but I think your boy Christian, low frequency likes you.
What are you talking about?
You don't think it's kind of suspicious that he bought you a $200 gift card for Victoria's Secret?
Relax. It's my birthday present, he said.
Your birthday's not for another 5 months.
Donda, you're being ridiculous. Anyways, let me call you back. I'm at the spa with Christian. We're about to get couples massages.
You know what makes me real paranoid when I have a girlfriend? These rap songs? For whatever reason, these dudes love saying, yo, I smashed your girl. So, any future girlfriends, if I ever call you and leave you a voicemail like, where you at? Why you ain't pick up the phone? Is Gucci Man over there? Mira, is he over there? He better not be over there. You know what else? Planes. Planes give me anxiety too. I don't even have a phobia of flying. It's just every time I go to board a plane, my brain always goes, hey, you know what we haven't thought about in a long time?
Final Destination, or Lost, the first episode when the plane crashed and rips in two, or Castaway. Wilson! Anyways, I'm sure we'll be fine though.
Do not let there be turbulence. Hit one bump, boom. That's it. We're all dead. It's all over. Lord Jesus, take the wheel and my life. I'm coming, Jesus. You know what else? Weed. That's part of the reason I don't smoke it. You know, I tried it a few times back when all the hip hoppers were always putting it in their songs. They don't do it so much anymore, right? So I was like, let me try it. I stopped. That junk would make me so paranoid and give me anxiety. Up until this year, it was illegal in Orlando. So I'd be sitting at my friend's house, be passing the weed around, and I'd be like, guys, nobody freak out. There's a DirecTV van outside. Jonathan, did you call for satellite repair? It's a cop. It's an undercover cop. Who snitched? Oh my God, I'm going to jail. I can't breathe. Wait, which one of y'all snitched? Harry, was it you? Don't try to act like you don't know what snitches get. Plus, I have a bunch of friends who like to do this thing where they don't think their thoughts through to conclusions. See, all my female friends love puppies and just dogs in general. Me and all my friends will be in the car, right? Everybody in the car doesn't smoke weed except for the person in the passenger seat who is a known weed smoker and always has weed on them. But my lady friends will be in the car, will be at a gas station, they'll look over, see a police car, and the word K9 on the side, and they'll be like, oh, run over to the police car. Oh my God, officer, roll in the window, officer. I saw K9 written on your door. Is there a dog in here? You wanna pet him? Yes, please, oh my God, please. Oh my God, I just cry whenever I see a dog because I don't know what else to do. Bring the dog back to the car. This is a drug-sniffing dog. The dog be looking at us like, I know. Yeah, my life is one big ball of anxiety waiting to happen. My boy Yankee hits me up, and he's like, Swooze, me? You, 9 of my boys, Mexico. He's getting married, he's having his bachelor party. Day of the flight, I show up at the airport, these dudes are all drunk. It's 6 a.m. They drink all day long. In the limo, on the plane, we get to Mexico, they don't stop. Nighttime comes, we go to the club. We in here, we got a table, my boys keep ordering bottles, we got models. We don't really have models. There were these like 3 girls that were like 10 feet away from our table. All of a sudden, corner of my eye, I see Mike. He don't look good at all. He's swaying and then boom, hits the ground face first. But on his way down, he hits his table and spills a drink. The 10 dudes get up. They all start cursing. They look like they're about to do something to Mike. So I tap Armin. Hey, yo, it's morphin' time up in this piece. And then I jump up on the couch next to these dudes. My whole squad sees this. We don't exchange words. We're on that Wi-Fi. So it's 10 of them surrounding Mike. I know there's 10 of us surrounding them. And I'm standing up here on the couch like, yo, act right or go night-night. I wish you would, son. We about to shut the whole club down. So the dude closest to Mike sees what's about to transpire. So he's like, yo, everybody relax. It's cool. And he helps Mike up. I'm not quick to rush into altercations, but the DJ was playing Beyonce. Wave your hands side to side, put it in the air. Normally I would have been like, guys, no, stop. But the 7-Eleven, y'all, I don't know what that beat does something to me. So we squash it, and I just out of good faith, we buy them a whole new bottle. We're at our table, they're at their table, we go back to partying, but I'm still watching them at the corner of my eye, because I'll still shut this club down. So we dancing and partying until about 3 o'clock in the morning, then we leave. We're outside the club, I look over at Yankee. Yankie's like mad dogging the dudes that Mike bumped into. Here I am, look over here. Don't be mean mugging nobody, look. Here I go. Everybody, we're moving. I'm not trying to have nothing pop off. My boys get into a fight, end up in Mexican jail. So I'm like, food, andale, let's go. We all start walking down the street. As we're walking, there's this ambulance creeping forward down the middle of the street, just really slowly, just like foot off the brakes, creeping forward behind us. We walk up about a block. Every time we move forward a little bit, the ambulance moves forward a little bit. And then John stops and turns around and he goes, "Yo, what's up? Here come all the dudes from the VIP next to us." And I'm like, "No, not today." One of their dudes starts walking up to, listen, Linda. I care a lot about people. I don't know you guys, but I care about you too. This is my squad. I love them to death. There's a lot of hate in the world. Let's not add to it. So they were like, okay, cool, we're squashing it. So me and all the 10 dudes in my posse, we all split like the Red Sea and let these dudes walk past us. So one by one, they're all kind of giving us these looks as they walk through. It was so tense, you could cut the tension with a knife. All 9 of the dudes make it through just fine, and the last guy in the line, he's walking through, then he looks at me, and then he looks over to my boy Mike, and pow! Pushes Mike like a power thrust. Mike goes flying back like a freaking action movie. Bam! Let's get ready to rumble! Pew! Ball guy takes off. Before Mike even gets up off the ground, I look up the street. Yankee ran up, jumped, put this guy in the headlock, and just started hitting him. Boom, 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 over and over. The other 9 guys jump on Yankee, and then all of our boys, boom, it's on. So they're pairing off one-on-one, so now I'm in full Mother Goose mode. Like, I'm on the sidelines going, "Stop it, guys, stop it!" All the other guys that walked ahead, they have no idea that their boy just started this whole fight. They're thinking that we just jumped them for no reason. I'm sitting there watching this like, it's probably best if I don't jump into this. I probably play more fighting games than all these dudes here combined. Mess around, I jump in here, throw a fireball for real. Not the whiskey, a real fireball. We about to shut all of Mexico down. I figure out I might jump in if my boys start losing. So I just stand back in the cut like M. Bison. Like, I'm the boss character. You gotta fight your way to me. They finally all get up and they just start running. They find this little motel. They run in and close the door and they hold it shut. One of our guys, John, he's still hyped up listening to Beyonce from the club. Punches through the glass door. I'm sure from their POV, they're looking out at John. His eyes are all glowing, looking like a legit Terminator. The top half of the glass door drops down and cuts his arm open. Guess who shows up? Yup, the Popo. Yankee's like, "Yo, Swooze, keep walking. Let's go." "Bro, we can't leave our boys." "Yeah, but we can't break them out of jail if we're all in jail." Bounce. Cops round up all of our boys except for me and Yankee. We walk away. After about 5 minutes, we realize they're probably not going to jail. So we walk back up on them. Here you guys go. Here's actual footage of this happening. The ambulance that was following us saw everything. So they told the cops, "Yo, these guys didn't start the fight. The guys that ran ahead, they started everything, so we're good." John's arm is sliced open. So they take John to the back of the ambulance. I asked one of the paramedic guys, I'm like, "Why were y'all following us?" "Hermano, we see these things every night." "Every night?" "Every night." "Escumi? Every night?" Claro que sí. That was just day 1 of the bachelor party. I hate bullies. You hate bullies. Nobody likes bullies. And see, what sucks is it's hard to go to a teacher. Because if you go to the teacher and the teacher goes to that bully, and guess what? That bully's gonna come at you 100 times harder. Plus, that's not how I was raised. My hood would never let me no snitch. Me and my homies, we robbed the bank once. I got busted. Granted, it was on Grand Theft Auto. And yeah, I was only in jail for like 5 seconds, but still, I ain't no snitch. There was this kid, Jonathan. I was in 7th grade. He was in 9th grade. This dude would constantly harass me, flick my ear, pull chairs off from underneath me when I'm trying to sit, punch me in the shoulder. One day in the hall, this dude hit me so hard in the back of the head, I legit forgot where I was at. Everybody was laughing at me like I was fighting back the tears. It was so embarrassing. I wanted to tell the teachers, but I ain't no snitch, okay? I did my nickel, and I ain't rat on nobody. And then halfway through the school year, we got this new kid named Austin. Austin was a pretty boy, and all the girls were in love with him. Jonathan ain't like that one bit. He took all that energy he was focusing on me and shifted it to Austin. After Jonathan stopped bullying me, like my mom would be driving me to school and I'd be like, "Do you smell that, Mom? Do you smell that? You know what that smell is? It smells like freedom." Today is where my book begins, and the rest is just unwritten. It felt so good to come to school and not be bullied. One day I step out into the hall after class, and Jonathan has Austin pinned up against the locker. And Austin's like, "If you hit me one more time, I'm gonna get my cousin to come over here tomorrow after school and kick your butt." And he goes to Robbinswood. We went to a private school, and Robbinswood was like the public school version of our private school. And private school teachers always use those scare tactics so you don't leave the private school and go to a public school. So we were all petrified of Robbinswood kids because of all the brainwashing. Jonathan wasn't buying his bluff. "I don't care. Get your cousin. Get your cousin and all his friends. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of him. I ain't scared of nobody." So the next day, school ends. I step out the gym and I see Jonathan sitting on the patio, and I'm like, "Let me just get comfortable." And then about 10 minutes later, guess who comes walking around the corner off the street? Yup, Austin. And guess who he's with? Yup, his cousin. And I'm like, "Oh dang, junk is about to get raw." I just see Austin's lips move, and then his cousin did like this power march toward Jonathan. And Jonathan steps away from the group, and his face just turns white. As his cousin gets closer, he puts his hands up like, hey, listen, man, listen. His cousin doesn't say a word. Bow! No question, son. Punched him right in his muffin. He was like, bam, ding, ding, ding. It was over. I wanted to run over and be like, boom, headshot, MLG Pro. Look at me. He is the captain now, okay? And I thought that was it. Like, fight's over. But nah, he beat the crap out of Jonathan. And all of Jonathan's boys just stood around watching. Not one of them tried to help. I felt like I was watching Marvel vs. Capcom in real life. Like, he's throwing Jonathan up in the air. He's got assist characters coming in and throwing lasers at him. He walked back over to Austin, and I see Jonathan, like, limping toward him. And he goes, "Yeah, you better run." Probably not the smartest thing for Jonathan to say. Because then Austin's cousin turned around, ran back over to him, grabbed him by the hair, and then started slamming his head into the wall over and over. And then he just walked off like nothing. Like, his shirt wasn't even wrinkled. The next day at school, it looked like Jonathan had been neutered. He didn't talk to nobody. He sure as heck was not bullying Austin no more. He wasn't bullying me. He didn't bully anybody for the rest of the year. It almost seemed like he turned into a foreign exchange student who didn't know English. He'd barely speak. Can somebody pass me an eraser, please? And that's it. If you're clowning somebody else at school, stop it. If you physically are touching or laying hands on somebody else at school, stop it. Let's just make this real simple, since a lot of bullies don't realize they're bullying people. Don't say or do anything to anybody that you wouldn't want them to say or do to you. That's it. My female friends hit me up and they tell me these stories about how they flirted their way out of speeding tickets, and I hear these stories often. And if you're a guy watching this video, you can probably relate to me when I say I don't get chances to flirt when I get pulled over. Plus I'm black. Ain't no flirting out of nothing. I get a call from my friend Wendy one day, and I'm just gonna say this about Wendy. Wendy's chromosomes line up very nicely, okay? Girl look good, and she starts telling me how she just got a $1,300 ticket. As she's telling the story, it's pretty obvious to me that the cop was trying to let her off with a warning, but she went straight hood rat.
How dare you pull me over? You were hiding in the bushes like a homeless bum. You can't hide when you clock people. That's entrapment.
So because she was mouthing off, Not only did he give her a speeding ticket, he added on a bunch of fines and then doubled it because she was in his construction zone. When she finished telling me this story, I made a promise: if I ever get the chance to flirt my way out of a ticket, I'm gonna show you how it's done. So a few weeks later, I'm driving, and for those of you familiar with the Orlando area, this is on Old Winter Garden Road. They were turning 2 lanes into 3 lanes, and I'm driving, I look up, massive construction out of nowhere. I realize I'm the only car in this lane. Look over my shoulder, and I start to turn. As I turn into this lane, I realize the car behind me is a cop. This cop speeds up and almost rams me, and then all of a sudden, they put on their sirens, like, so then I'm thinking, what the heck did I do? Like, what was I supposed to crash back there? Like, why are you even trying to pull me over right now? So now here's the picture. I'm in the only lane available, stuck in traffic. This cop is behind me going crazy on the sirens like this is Coachella or Ultrafest. And a bunch of cones and construction to my right. I can't go anywhere. And I'm sitting in the car, kind of just staring through the front window, thinking to myself, there's no way this cop wants me to pull over right here in the middle of the lane. Then I hear, pull over now! Right now! That's a lady cop's voice. So I pull over in the construction, and there's like massive rocks and Lord knows what over here. All I'm concerned about is not running over a nail at this point. So I turn off my car, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. Look up in my rearview mirror, and out steps a lady cop. But it wasn't just a female cop. It was a black female cop. And I'm like, yes, it is about to be on, like Diddy Kong racing. I'm about to lay the Mac down so bad you don't even know. Acts about me. So now I've got 2 mission objectives. Objective number 1, flirt with the female cop. Objective number 2, get out of paying a ticket. Now this lady cop doesn't walk up to my driver's side window. She walks up to the passenger side window. Boom, 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 boom. This lady started banging on my window so hard I thought I was listening to the Jurassic Park soundtrack. Open this door right now! Okay. Roll down the window now! And I'm sitting there like, what in the what? This is not how I visioned this whole scenario playing out in my head. I make all my movements really slow and awkward just to kind of maybe give her some time to realize how psychotic she's acting right now. I didn't have automatic windows. I had the old school roll down windows, okay? It's, don't ask, alright? So I lean over real slow. I'm manually rolling this window down, and I'm looking at this lady like she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then she starts. What is your problem? What is your problem? You almost killed me back there. Where did you learn how to drive? Did you learn how to drive at a school for blind people? How long have you had your license? Since I was 16. This lady is talking in like fragments, like she has Tourette's, like she's not even finishing a sentence. She is so mad. Then I don't see this ending well, so in my mind, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to bust a kamehameha up in this girl's grill, cause she obviously don't know who she's dealing with. Give me your license register. And it's at this point that I add a third mission objective to my list. Don't get shot, cause this lady is about 10 seconds away from grabbing her gun, popping some caps off my car, and then claiming self-defense. I would write you the biggest ticket I've ever written in my life if I was not in a rush. Oh, you are so lucky right now. You are so lucky. Now, I've joked about the Street Fighter bonus stage in the past, but for the first time, I'm fearful I'm about to be on the receiving end of that, because all I'm waiting for is some random dude to drive by and then yell out, round 1, fight! And this lady goes ballistic. So she yells her head off some more, runs back to her car, and before the smoke even clears, she's gone. And I'm like, what just happened? Okay, mission status. Objective 1, flirt with the lady cop. Failed. Objective 2, get out of paying a ticket. Okay, pass. Objective 3, avoid getting shot up. Pass. As I'm sitting there, it dawned upon me like, I get it. That lady cop obviously is not attracted to black guys. Any of you guys ever been on a disaster date? I'm chilling at home. Y'all know how thugs do. My boy calls. Yep, I'm like, hello? Hey, bruh, I got the perfect girl for you. Oh, yee? Yee. What she look like? This girl sexy than a mug. Oh, yee? Yee. What she look like, though? Bruh, she got these big juicy lips and a big old juicy booty. Yee? Yee. Dang, son, I know. And I showed her some of your internet pictures. My internet pictures? She seen a bunch of your internet pictures, dog. She think you mad cute. Yee? Yee. I didn't want to know what this girl looks like. Don't send me her Facebook, Instagram, none of that. Like, have a real blind date. Because how often do you get to do something like this? I'm feeling spontaneous. I get her number, we start texting, we finally get to that phone call. I call her up, and on the phone, this girl sounds so sexy. And it was her natural voice. It wasn't even like she was trying to sound cute, like,
I'm just laying here on the bed.
it was just natural, organic sexiness. So we talk on the phone for like a week, and then one day she's like, when are you gonna take me out? Well, I mean, when are you free?
Well, you know, next week is Valentine's Day.
You know, we haven't even met yet, and our first day is on. You're taking me out on Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. And you're bringing me a rose. Okay. A red one. All right. I'll bring you a rose. It better be red. See, a lot of expectations come along with Valentine's Day, and I'm trying to avoid all chances of this turning into a disaster day. I already don't know what you look like. My main concern is if this girl turns out to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it's gonna be a long night. Valentine's Day comes along, drive over to get her, pull up in her driveway. I text her, yo, I'm here. She steps out, she gets in my car, hand her the rose, we drive over, get to the restaurant. After about an hour and a half of waiting, we finally get sat. Waiter comes over to us and he's like, what would you guys like to drink?
Yeah, lemonade with a light ice, please. It's very important.
So the server walks away, and I get a good look at her in the light. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing her in good lighting. And, you know, she doesn't look that bad, but, you know, she still could be crazy, especially after this light ice comment. So we get back to talking, and then mid-conversation, I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Where do you work?
Oh, your friend William didn't tell you?
No.
Wow. You know when you're up really late at night and those commercials come on with those girls laying in bed?
Yeah?
Well, that's what I do.
You're the girls in the commercials?
No. I'm the girl that's on the phone that you call.
Wait, hold up, pimp. You're a sex operator? Then it all started to make sense as to why this girl sounded so good on the phone. So then I got 20 questions. Do people call the 800 number and the number gets redirected back to you at your house? Like, do you work from home?
No, we have an office that we go to, and oh my god, there is so much drama.
What do you mean, drama?
There is this wretch that I work with named Rachel. She steals all of my regulars. She sits like 3 cubicles away from me, and I hate her. She smells so bad. Close your eyes and think about the fattest girl you know.
Yeah, no, I get the idea.
No, close your eyes!
It's like, why is it so important that I close my eyes? About to stab me while I'm not looking? Alright, I have my eyes closed. I'm thinking about it.
No, you're thinking about plus size. Rachel, she's like Jabba the Hutt, fat and ugly and stinky.
Okay, let's use our inside voices.
She can't even walk. She's in a wheelchair. She has a queue for an hour. People will wait an hour to talk to her. You should hear some of the stuff that she says to these guys.
Open my eyes, and the server's there.
One time, I heard her tell a guy that she would...
I don't remember what she said, because I was so embarrassed. The server, like, slowly backed away from the table. Like he was backing away from a bomb. He didn't even turn around. He just walked backwards really slow. So we order. We're waiting for our food. I change the topic, and a few minutes later, Ingrid goes,
Wait, waiter, excuse me, come here.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
You see those people over there? They got here after us, and they just got their food.
I'll go to the kitchen and check it for you guys. You've got to be kidding me right now. Lord, what did I do to deserve this?
They're doing this because we're a black. These people are racist.
This is the part where the date starts getting a little foggy for me, because it's been a long time trying to block this night out of my mind. Like, I didn't plan on talking about this again until I have to go to therapy. Probably the worst date I've ever been on, not gonna lie. But it's not over, because there's the drive home. I start thinking, I hope to God that this girl does not think I'm gonna try to kiss her at the end of this date. So we pull into her neighborhood and she goes, I had a really good time tonight. Didn't you? Yeah. I had a good time. We should do this again sometime. You wanna go out again, right? Yeah, we should, we should totally go out again. I got a little secret for y'all. There was never a second date. I love those friends that always find a way to let you know whenever they're working out. They're either coming from the gym, going to the gym, or sore from their workout. See, here's my problem. I like going to the gym. I just like laying in bed a little bit more. So when I do leave my house to go to the gym, I'm trying to get in and out of there as quickly as humanly possible. I'm not trying to flirt. I look like a bum intentionally. I'm wearing my glasses. I don't shave. I take some Nutella. I smear it on my chest. So when I walk by girls, they be like, is that a Nutella stain? Or is it dookie? So if you see me in the gym, feel free to say hi, but I'm not there to flirt. I'm there for one reason and one reason only. And that's to have a nice body and look sexier than a mug when I take them topless selfies on Snapchat. That's it. And I got a quick question. Who's that person running around at every gym setting all the weights to full on these machines? Do you get off the machine like... If you're in the gym working out with every machine on full, like, why are you even here? Cancel your membership and go train in the jungle with Wolverine. The full weight thing doesn't bother me too much. What really bothers me is the guy who's working out and in the middle of his set bumps into his friend and then will sit there and talk to him for 97 minutes. What I do is I strategically position myself right over their friend's shoulder so they can see me in the back, and I just stare at you awkwardly the entire time. I love when I'm working out and there's a girl next to me and a guy walks up and he's like, hey, you know that exercise you're doing? You're actually doing it wrong. Let me show you how it's done. Some of these guys just lose their minds as soon as a girl walks up in the gym. You ever seen on National Geographic those lizards that run really fast and they're showing it in slow motion and the tongue is wagging everywhere? That's what some of these dudes look like. I could not be a girl up in the gym. I would 1000% use my powers for evil. I would probably go to the gym at the busiest time of the day. And I'd probably time it to when the Zumba class starts. So every girl in the gym is off dancing in that room with all the mirrors. And I'd walk up in the gym and be the only girl. And I'd be like, hey boys, I'm here. Oops, I dropped my headphones. I'm so turbo. And just try to get as much attention as humanly. I'd probably even walk into the boys' locker room like, oh my gosh, is this the boys' locker room? Oh, I am so terrible. I keep getting the boys and girls, I keep getting them mixed up. I'm the worst. I'm so terrible. Sorry, boys. I'm just looking for a quiet corner that I can go do some splits in. I keep dropping my headphones. I'm so terrible. Anyways, if you need me, I'll be over by the free weights. I'm not even messing around. All I would do is butt exercises. Guys would be building like concession stands and selling tickets to come spectate and watch me. I'm not even kidding. I'd probably just go to the gym some days and just stretch for 40 minutes and then leave and go to Chipotle and eat a burrito. And that's another thing. Why come every gym I've ever been to is surrounded by food and restaurants? Fellas, pro tip. Don't go to the gym trying to pick up girls. Leave the gym, walk over to Krispy Kreme, and wait. Bet money girls are gonna start walking in. Then you could start flirting with them. But no, on the real, big shout out to those of you guys who have disciplined yourself to working out or going to the gym multiple times a week, because getting your fitness on and dieting right and getting up out of bed and exercising in general, that stuff's not easy.
Alright, I'm gonna end my live stream here. since no one actually came, I guess I am not giving out any shoutouts. So, anyways, bye.